If you were to guess, what's the one time in my raid career that Plarium actually reached out to me about something that I said or did in a video, what would you guess? Do you think it would be the time that I portrayed the CEO as a drunken buffoon who was angry about Call of Duty Mobile winning the Game Awards?
What's with the shirt?
Hey, fuck you, man. I'm a professional.
You called it Call of Duty Mobile.
Would you think it's any of the countless rant videos where I called them greedy, criminal, liars, despicable game developers, the worst game developer ever? It's crazy that some of y'all enjoy this so much. Enjoy that this is the worst fucking game developer of all time so much. And they are. Would you think it was the reskin tier list? Catacomb Counselor and Zealota. My problem with this reskin is that it's such a unique looking skin. I feel like this is not an example of where you would have another one that looks just like it. You know what I mean? This one feels more like a cop-out to me. Would you think it's No Dime December? That's a pretty reasonable guess. We could go on all day about what could possibly be the thing that could have upset Plarium enough to reach out to me. Because to their credit, they've been pretty good sports through the whole thing. I was under the impression early on that they were not going to be fans of mine. I memed on them a lot. I made fun of them a lot. I ranted about them a lot. And some of the other creators who were already in the program were telling me, no, they actually like your videos. I've talked to them about you several times and they like your videos. And I was like, well, I appreciate that, but that's hard to believe. And then I got into the creator program, which was a surprise in itself, and started talking to some of the people. And turns out it was true. Turns out they did like my videos. Sometimes they would get together as a team, I'm told, and watch some of my like Plarium board meetings and stuff, which I really got a kick out of. I thought that was cool. So to their credit, for all the negative things that there is to say about Plarium as an entity, the individuals there have always been great to deal with, and they're really good sports. None of them ever really seem to take much of it personally, which has always been nice because it's never been meant to be personal. For everybody that works at Plarium, right? Anyway, little bit of a tangent there, but the only time that Plarium ever felt compelled to reach out to me about anything I did was for a thumbnail that I made on a video in 2022. And this thumbnail came on the tail end of them removing the Sacred Shard from the login calendar. I'm pretty sure they removed some of our access, the small access that we had to legendary books. And then they did a What's Next in Raid video. And in the video, there was a point where I believe it was in the Dragon Dungeon. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while. But there was a point where we could see the game running on ×3 speed. And we'd been asking to speed this game up. We've been asking for that for years. Playtime and speed of everything you can do in the game has been an issue for years. So we've been asking, is there any way we can speed this game up a little bit? Because ×2 speed is like normal speed in every other game. ×1 speed in Raid, if you've ever tried to sit through that, is like slow motion. It's like the game is running in slow motion on ×1 speed. So we were like, can we please get ×3, ×4? And they kept telling us, the game engine can't handle it. It's not possible. We can't do it. We can't do it. And then they accidentally released this footage on their YouTube channel of them using ×3 speed. So everybody's like, well, what the hell? That must mean it's coming, right? And then they released a Raid digest that was basically saying, it's not coming. Go fuck yourself. So it was just kind of this culmination, right? Of like, just negativity. And then that was kind of the icing on the cake. So I made this thumbnail. And look, I'll admit, it's a pretty aggressive thumbnail. I'll admit it. And what tickles me so much about it is I went back and looked at the conversation. It's not much of a conversation, but I went back and looked at the exchange that I had with the community manager at Plarium at the time, and it was this. A few days after I uploaded the video. And that has just tickled me this morning. I think because of my title of my Free to Succeed video this morning, which was something about the events falling out of Plarium's beehole because they're so bad. I guess that sparked the memory, and I have just been so tickled about this all morning, and I thought it would be kind of a fun video to make and talk about. It's a pretty aggressive thumbnail. I'll say, though, I'm surprised of all the things that I've done over the years, that this was the one where someone from Plarium specifically had to DM me and be like, dude, are you for real? That's so funny to me. I've gotten a really good kick out of that, and I thought you guys might as well. I have considered going through some of my old content. You'll see YouTubers occasionally go back and react to their old content, and I thought it might be kind of fun to go back and look at some of my old skits just to kind of see what I was getting up to, maybe see how they evolved over time. So if that's something you would be interested in watching me do, let me know in the comments, and I'll start putting something like that together if there's enough interest for it, because I think it is going to be a little bit of a time sink. But if enough of you want to see it, I think it will be worth it, and I think it would be really fun for me to do. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be into, and we'll start working on getting that put together. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for today. Kind of a short one. Just thought I would share this story with you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.